welcome back to I Slay Spina Bifida. Here on this channel, we slay in all obstacles that comes our way. So today, guys, as you can tell by the title, I'm going to be talking about the importance of checking your skin daily. And this is for people with, who has some paralysis on their body and they're not able to feel. Also, for people who are diabetic. So before we get started though, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe and comment, and make sure that the notification bell is on, so every time that I drop a video, you guys will be notified. So today, like I was saying, I'm going to talk about the importance of checking your skin daily. It is important, especially if you have some paralysis in your body, or on your body, I should say. Like myself, spina bifida does cause some paralysis and it depends on what level, because there are people with spina bifida, they're paralyzed from the waist down. Some people with spina bifida, they have some paralysis that's hit or miss, like mine. And and then also there are people who are diabetic. So for those who have these issues, I suggest you take heed in these tips, because you don't want to lose a limb like I did. And I will tell that briefly. I basically went into the emergency room for another situation, and I guess because of my past history, or I think when you're in the emergency room, they check for everything, I believe. But because of my past history of pressure wounds, they immediately started checking my skin, and they noticed there was a huge wound on my foot. Now, prior to that, if I remember telling you guys about the time I had to stay in a nursing home because of a wound that was on my foot. Well, that same wound it caused me to have my leg amputated. And here's why. The doctor told me that the wound was closed, but it was not healed on the inside. And so I guess it developed a callus on my foot, and the callus reopened. And when it reopened, I didn't know that it reopened. I do like check by touching my leg, because of my situation with my eyes. I'm not able to see, but I didn't feel anything that was open. Usually if I feel something that's open, I would immediately have somebody to check, and they would let me know. My PA or my mother, my sister, or my nephew, somebody would tell me, oh yeah, it's open, we need to take you to the doctor, and then we'll catch it from there. But at this time, I didn't know it opened, and the doctor was saying that it looks like it's been there for years. So like I said, that's why I was saying that the doctor that amputated my leg, he told me that it wasn't healed on the inside. So that made me think that that's why, the other doctor that found the wound was saying that the wound was there for years. So, but it is very important for us to check our wounds, check for wounds, because you don't want it to get it where wound is very deep to the bone, and then that's when they have to go and amputate your leg, because or whatever, wherever the wound is located, you don't want to lose a limb. So it's very important to check your wounds, check for wounds, and to prevent wounds, because I've had histories of wounds. I had not only on my foot, but I also had it on my buttocks. So it is important to help prevent that. You may not want to sit in just like a regular chair. Like I don't sit in a regular chair anyway. I sit in my wheelchair, but my wheelchair has a air cushion, and that helps prevent pressure wounds. Also, if you are combined in the wheelchair, you might not want to sit in the wheelchair all day long. You might want to rotate and lay in the bed on your side, from side to side. You know, you got to switch over. Lay on your right side for an hour, then the next you turn over to your left side for an hour, and that would help relieve pressure off your buttocks. Now, if you're a person that's not really able to see like myself, you might want to pet your skin, check it, and if it's something weird, if you have somebody that's around you that you can trust to help check your skin, I suggest you ask them, hey, is there something there? This feels weird. Because that, you know, that could help save your limb, or it can help you preventing from having a infection. And those infections can be deadly. So I suggest that you guys do that. And also, when you are taking a shower or taking a bath, it's the same thing. When you take your clothes and stuff off, you check to make sure there's no wounds on your body, nowhere. If you're not able to see in certain areas, but you know you got good eyesight, I suggest getting a long handle mirror and kind of roll over to see if there's anything that's on your buttocks, behind your leg, anywhere on your body that you know you're not able to feel. And the same thing for people with poor vision. Just pet your skin. That's all I can say. Just pat it, check everywhere. And if it's something that feels weird, something that needs to be checked out, you know, ask someone. In my case, I have 2 PAs. And I suggest you ask your PA, your personal caregiver, home caregiver, whatever you call them, ask them to check your skin for you. So that way you can prevent anything happening, like getting your leg or your arm amputated, or catching gangrene and, you know, demising after that. So you don't want all of that going on with your body. You want to live as long as you can, and you want to keep up with your limb. Because it was rough. It was rough for me. But I'm grateful that God has brought me through that as well. Like I said, I was thinking to myself, Spina Bifida is kind of like a blessing and a curse. And the reason why I say that is because when I did have my leg amputated, all this time I was complaining about the belly pain, and come to find out I had an ovarian cyst too. So all of this stuff was going on with my body, but I never complained about pain on my foot. Never complained about it because I can't feel it. That's the dangerous part. I can't feel it. So when the doctor did tell me, we're going to have a specialist to take, to check it. And, the specialists, they sent me to another hospital, and they, told me that my leg has to be amputated because of it. So they amputated my leg from the below the knee. So, but it was crazy because still, even after surgery, I never complained about pain after my leg was amputated. The only pain that I felt was the pain in my belly. So that's why I say spina bifida is a blessing and a curse at the same time. But I also thank God that, He was right there with me. And the surgery went well. I remember that I had the surgery February 9th, and I went home February 24th. So, and then even before I went home, they took some of the stitches out. I had stitches and staples in my residual limb. So they took some of the stitches out, and then the next month, which was March, after I came home from the hospital, February 24th, they took the rest of the stitches and staples out, and I was healed up. I healed up pretty fast because I believe in the power of prayer. That's all I'm saying. I believe in healing power. I believe it all. I believe in God. So I just asked God, you know what? You did this before, you can do it again. That's all I kept saying. Shout out to Ty Tribbett. If y'all don't know that song, if he did it before, he can do it again. So, but it is just so important for us to check our skin daily. Check it daily. If something feels weird, ask somebody to check your skin. Like I said, I have my sister to check the buttocks, but when my nephew was here, he would check my feet, and he would rub some lotion on my leg and foot, sorry, because I only have one foot. So he would rub lotion on my foot and my residual limb, and just to make sure that there's no cuts or scrapes or bruises or even a open wound there. So I hope that you guys take heed in this just a little tip, just to make sure that your skin is okay. And like I said, if you can't sit in just any chair without some kind of air cushion, I suggest you go ahead and buy something that will help you. Also, your bed as well. I have a memory foam bed, and that's what I sleep in. I can't sleep in the regular bed because my skin breaks down so easily. It's sensitive, and I'm not able to sit up for long periods of time. During the day, I have to get out my wheelchair and get in my bed, lay on my side from right to left, from left to right. When I take my shower, I have to make sure I dry my skin, especially in the crevices, because you don't want no type of sore developing there. So it's just important to do that. Don't ignore it. If you feel something, please, by all means, get somebody to check it if you're not able to check it yourself. Okay? So, like I said, you guys, I love y'all. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And most of all, remember that God loves you even more. Until next time, bye. Mwah.